Should your stock portfolio take to the skies with Boeing? We'll take a look. Boeing is a global brand, the maker of aircraft, the defense contractor, but really best known for its airplanes. If you travel, and I think if you watch this program, you probably do travel, Boeing is probably one of the two planes that you ever ride on. You ride on an Airbus or you ride on a Boeing. Occasionally you might ride on a plane from Brazil or maybe coming soon from China, but essentially Boeing is the leading manufacturer of commercial aircraft in the world. Are they good at it? Yes, they're great at it. Boeing is synonymous with quality, with the 747, with the Dreamliner, one of the new planes, the 777, which is a wide-body jet with two engines. It's been a very successful company. How does it make its money? It sells aircraft, obviously. It's also a defense contractor, so keep that in mind as you're contemplating whether Boeing is a stock that you want to own. As the United States spends more on defense, which it may during a Republican Trump administration, Boeing will be a beneficiary of that. So will other companies such as Lockheed Martin or Grumman, but Boeing is one of the big ones. So let's take a look at the numbers. It's never been at $154 a share. That's probably an all-time high. Maybe it's traded intraday a little higher. Essentially, $155 a share is a rich price for Boeing. Does it deserve it? Yes. It has 5,600 orders in its backlog for jet planes. That means planes that have been contracted, they've yet to deliver. So they could, even if they'd made 400 or 500 planes a year, which is a lot, they have a backlog that could last them 10, 15 years at a minimum. Is commercial airline travel up? Yes. Everybody you know is going somewhere on a Boeing jet for some reason. Vacation, business, you name it, they like to travel. What's the price of the Boeing stock in relation to its earnings? $17 is the price earnings, which I think is not out of line for a company like Boeing. It's high to be sure, but it's not a number that should scare you. The yield is almost 3%, which is very kind of interesting for a company that is Boeing's size. So it's got a good dividend. It's got a good stock price appreciation. It's a rich acquisition. The question is now, at $155 a share, do you, the investor, the watcher of this program, think you ought to invest in Boeing? Here's the reason that you should invest in Boeing. I think that the stronger dollar hurts Boeing sales a little bit, makes it more expensive for foreign aircraft manufacturers to buy Boeing jets. At the same time, increased defense spending by a Trump administration will lift Boeing shares up. There's no question about it. Recently sold 80 planes to Iran. Good deal for the United States, good deal for the Iranians. They're flying around on very old planes, and Boeing can get a big contract, good for the employment in and around Seattle. So there are positives associated with Boeing. What are the negatives? The negatives are that there's too much competition out there. Airbus is one, the Chinese could be another, Brazil could be a third, and other countries that want to get at least a small fraction of the commercial jet market are going to come into this market. Second is Airbus has done well. A lot of the European airlines, a lot of the Asian airlines like the configuration of the smaller Airbuses for their short and intermediate haul service. Boeing tends to be long haul, which is not the trend with discount airlines. So keep that in mind. At 17 times earnings, I'm not going to say run out, this is a bargain. I think Boeing for the last 25, 30 years has basically been a success story. It goes up, it goes down. Be careful. I would buy it on the dips more than I'd buy it at the highs, but I think that, is it a quality company? Yes. It's all the time we have this week on The Investment Advisor. I'm your host, Matthew Stevenson, in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Remember, money can take care of you. It cannot take care of itself.